Alright guys, BLM here, back with more Hitman. Well, 2016. We just reached episode 5. And yeah, my phone's dead, so I actually don't have a timer running. But the way I'm going to be keeping track, I think, is through this. So it should be 30 or 31 minutes past the hour. It is 12:30 or 31. We'll see what time it says here. 31. Okay. In the morning, so we just started chapter 5. Okay, so this seems like a radically different mission though than the previous few we've had, where instead of this big open area filled with people, like we're like thrown into a restricted area. So this should be interesting. Not sure how excited I am about doing this, but we'll see. Something I do like about this, though, this episodic format especially, is that we can, like, if we get stuck on, like, something here, and, like, we can't do it, like, we can technically just jump right into episode 6. Like, we don't need to finish episode 5. Okay, so they're, like, really scattered. Obviously, you would assume that.
Hey, hold on!
Ah, fuck.
You son of a... Holy shit, you hear that, boys?
Well, that obviously worked out.
Let's move. That's him. The SOT's throwing some weird out. Show them the error in their way. Hear them all over the place. Nothing. My unit got decimated. Security!
Fuck.
I'm hit! No, I'm moving back. He's dead. Avoid that corner. It's a kill zone. Come on, do you read? Good shots, quiet. Alpha team, we're here. Watch your six and engage any hostile targets. Second force, you will die! Take him out! Anyone copy? Got one real dead. Eyes open! If that person is dead, on the look at him, he thinks it's a fucking street fight. Yeah! Get them! Out! Open fire!
Okay, fuck. This is not going well. Damn it. I mean, we didn't save, so might as well just replay mission. I don't know why my charger cord's been such shit recently.
Welcome to Colorado, 47.
What is that? Frick.
That's it. The orders are clear. No one sets foot in the property. We're dealing with a cold-blooded murderer here. A killer. What the fuck? That's him. I got him. You go. Right there. Flush him out. Please hold it. Light him up. I got eyes on him right there. This is place to get actual. Back to my station. Where's the AFAC? I'm hit.
Damn it.
Welcome to Colorado. Ezra
Where was
Berg,
this?
legendary Mossad operative who specializes in chemical interrogation techniques, is here at the compound to interrogate a prisoner. My notes indicate he's set up a makeshift drug lab in a garage, and it looks like he's spending a lot of his time in the basement. Could be an opportunity there, 47.
What are you talking about? Well, just at the security station watching TVs, there's this creepy guy interrogating the hostage. There's gonna be 3D printed masks. Oh, yeah, that was the case.
Okay, let's go ahead and save. And I mean, I guess it's this one, right?
That is Sean Rose, terrorist turned insurgent.
A highly volatile compound.
Fuck.
Contact! Don't let him get away! Oh, you are so dead, you little wanker!
Aren't we in Colorado? Why are there so many British people? Oh, he was supposed to be Australian, wasn't he? Forgot about that. So essentially, no matter what outfit you switch to, you're still gonna end up being detected. Seems like.
That is Sean Rose, terrorist turned insurgent.
We're dealing with a highly powerful conventional system for 1, 2, 3 trihydroxypropane is a pretty unstable. Screw up and it will take you out to clean up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was never gonna work. Yeah, this probably will be the last episode for today. Yeah, I'll probably record some tomorrow. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, alright, tomorrow during the day I'll probably record some Yakuza. I really just want to finish Yakuza 0. I am in the back third now of Yakuza 0. So I really would like to try to get around to finishing that.
Nipply, is it? Put some clothes on, for God's sake.
Okay. It would have been better if we just waited there then.
That is Sean Rose, terrorist turned
Help me!
insurgent.
I need some help here! John Rose is dead! Assassinated!
Sean Rose confirmed down. Nicely done, 47.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do another save then. Okay.
Board is down! Mr. Rose has been hit! Search formation! Move out!
Oh, I didn't even see the other guy there. Yeah, that was just moving dumb then. Yeah, that was entirely my fault. Just didn't even notice that guy laying on the couch. It looks like now my phone's starting to charge a bit quicker. It's up to 18%. It was only at 7 for the first, like, fucking 5 to 10 minutes of this episode. I don't even know how far we're in right now. Where are we at? 14 or so? 13, maybe? Okay.
Cover the area in grid. Check your corners. Go!
Okay.
Then when the Tigers disbanded in 09, Ramadi took work as a freelance pirate in the South China Sea.
So are we good? I think we should just save then. It looks like we're in a good position right now. Alright, so what now then? We still have 3 more targets. That's one of them.
So what's this I hear about a training accident?
That would be Burgess, the sharpshooter.
We do not accept any trespass.
What is this?
Violators will be shot.
Oh shit, this
Will
is-
be shot again.
Alright, that's right.
Don't come back here. Hope you understand that.
I don't know. I guess old Burgess had his head up for that.
9 out of 10 accidents happen in the home.
They do say that.
Anyway, the guy was lucky. Sprained his ankle, that's all. He'll be back in a couple. So does Rose still supervise the training? Sure, why? Well, if we ever want to get rid of Rose, not the boss going. I guess Burgess taught us how. Huh. Help my mother.
System breakdown. I'm on it.
That is Ezra Miller, former Mossad intelligence. His services are in
Command!
demand.
We got a psycho on premises.
Shit.
Now! I coming!
Yeah, we're definitely fucked. That's a 26. So I think it's around where it was when I started listening to the podcast. I'll probably wait a little bit more.
Get him off me! Oh, whoever claims the principal has been hit. Riptide is hit.
Yeah, obviously that wasn't gonna work. I just want to see what would happen. Okay. Keep him getting over here. Yeah, is there anything else to talk about? So yeah, as I said, tomorrow the plan, Yakuza in the morning. I want to try to wrap up Yakuza just so, Yakuza 0 so that I can just be done with it. And after that, we'll probably focus a bit more on immediate projects, and then I'd like to get back to the Yakuza series at some point, but just right now it's not a big priority. But since I started 0, I might as well finish 0. Like, I just think that this process that, like, that I talked about
Sri Lankan assassin.
I'm assuming this is a restricted area.
Trespassing.
Yeah,
Please turn
okay.
around, sir.
Okay.
That's it. 1 foot in front of the other.
So what's this I hear about a training accident? That would be Burgess, the sharpshooter. He's point man in the Mexico operation.
Huh. Client has been compromised. Take him down. Copy that. You need to leave now.
Okay. Alright, we're at 31. Screw it. Alright, let's do it then. Let's turn the phone back on. But yeah, I was waiting till above 30 or so. Okay, yeah, so there's that. I will probably... Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to think of what I have left to work on for this next batch of videos. I think I have a few things. I have, the casting. Like, if I wanted to, I could start the Hitman video process. I'm working on that. I probably won't, but I can. And then, obviously the Australian Outback, which is the thing that'll take up the most amount of time. There's one there, one there. Yeah, let's go ahead and do another save. Okay, so episode 7 uploaded.
Blow up. Alright, just give credibility to that, as in
There.
you impacted the game, even though you really did nothing to get it. The fact that it's even better, like David actually earned the power, and then he's gonna, if he goes and uses it, it's gonna definitely give him credibility in the game.
Let's see if this works.
Melissa, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think this power is given him.
Damn it. So we still got.
I still think he's not in a great position. I still think
I'm hit! Delta Zero took one blue!
we get out this Kevin, okay, whatever, Kevin wants to veto, David, you're out, whatever. I just feel I see a situation in this next week. I mean, obviously the power is helpful, but I just mean like I don't think he's in a great position. So yeah, I do feel better though.
Negatory on the visual, sir.
Alright, the audience agrees with us on this one, Melissa. They gave him a 3 as well. So there it is for David, a 3 overall, up from his 2. Back on the rise, David. Let's talk Danny. Danny is in an interesting spot. Last week I gave her a 4 because it was not looking great for her. This week, I'm going to give her a 5 because things are looking a little bit better for her. The Tyler stuff was good for her.
How does he not see us? It's dumb, but whatever. We'll wait until we go down to compromised.
She also manages to
There's a lot of guys around us though. Look at that mini map.
To not want to come after her and work with her, that's good. Her position has
Oh, we're saving.
but not dramatically. Not dramatically. There are still people like Enzo and Tyler who still do want to come after her. Cody still does not want to go out of his way to protect her. There are still a lot of dangerous positions that she might be put in next week, even from people not directly targeting her. If she finds herself on the block, she is the most expendable person to Cody's main power structure.
Goddamn.
If you don't count Ian, right? So I still feel like she's in a lot of danger moving forward, but she did catch some breaks this week. But she's still such a hill to climb that I can't go higher than a 5 yet. And she even somehow got tricked into trusting Tyler again this week. She did just recently talk about, like, oh, maybe we will backdoor him, but I don't think she feels the urgency that she needs to. And she definitely doesn't see Enzo coming.
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't know if I'm next, but I agree with you, and that.
Oh shit. We're still not. Nice, I guess Cody did find out that his grandfather died. Fuck, are we not gonna go down? Well, I mean, it looks like almost everyone's out of the area though. Which might be a good enough spot. Okay.
That was basically what I was going to say, so I give her a 5 as well.
Yeah, 5 for me as well. Danny,
Can I save? I can.
Here's the thing. I gave her a 3
Let's save
last
then.
week, which is the lowest score that she got from anybody. I think that she's actually done some good work in terms of like her social ability.
Yeah, she's been able to
people who
convince
maybe previously were coming after her. Obviously not everybody, but some people, Day feels assuming Day stays, Day feels particularly good with Danny. I would love to see them, and it would also, like, no season doesn't do some things that would also help with popularity. Like, if the Danny of old, like, came back and, like, started working with Davon somehow and got something going, like, that would be really fun to see. So maybe I'm responding to that, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like Danny, just like I said, she operates based on who she likes, and she was so confused. She's like, Tyler, I liked you. Why would you betray me like that? Right. And like, Cody, I really like you. Why would you keep that information from me? Like, she's like, that's just how she operates. The audience agrees with us here. They gave her a 5 as well. I feel like Danny, we've all been such on the same page about Danny all season long, except for last week when Brent gave her 3. All right, let's talk Enzo. Melissa, last week you shocked the world.
Yes, this is where Terrence lost his freaking mind. What happened?
That honestly, I still stand by that rating. I think that, like, I don't play the situation well. I don't think that...
How can you still not?
I don't see... I feel like he's all talk. Like, I feel like he's not... He's just gonna keep treading water, and he's not ever gonna make any of these big moves he's talking about. And
well, he doesn't have to.
Late. I felt like
he doesn't have to make any of these big moves. He's in the best position in the house.
It was like I had been seeing him talk a big game, and I had been really impressed with him. And like, I saw him as the kind of person who would be willing to make big moves and would be willing to just be like, you know what, I'm going like guns blazing, I'm taking everyone out, whatever. But when it came down to the wire, I just felt like it like flashed before my eyes of like him always being like, like, I don't think this is the week. Like, let's have somebody else take this move. Like, why don't we have somebody else make the move? And I felt like that, I could just see that replaying over and over again. And it was like, I
now I'm done the
see a path
compromise.
forward for him to the end. And I felt like, or at least as like a winner. I just felt like he was always going to play it safe, and he was always going to like, I just didn't see the game there, and I was disappointed because I don't know, I just saw him as a different player, and then it was like, oh, okay, you're not that kind of player. And so I was disappointed, and I felt like he didn't play his HOH well. And so yeah, I stand by my rating last week. However, I do think he's in a really good position this week. I feel like with everything flowing up around him, I feel like he's still totally, safe, essentially, and I feel like everybody, he has not got caught in the crossfire or crosshairs of anybody, and I feel like people don't even, like, suspect him. I feel like he's like, okay, we gotta get this person out, and they're like,
wait, did I not kill her?
The other camp being like, I love Enzo, we gotta keep Enzo around, like, he's great, I trust him, and it's just like, he's so slick about everything, so, I do feel much better about it. So, I think I'm going to go up to an 8.
Alright. Yes, last week I gave Enzo a 9, and I talked about how I would like to give him a 10, but for a 10 I just feel like you need to be a little more active.
Let's see if
I feel the same way this week. I think his position has improved since last week. Dramatically, even.
If I can get away with this is incredible.
And it makes me want to give him a 10. But it's just like, I want to be a little bit stingy with those 10s, just like I try to be stingy with the 1s.
I think we got a winning strategy here.
No, Terrence, live a little. Get that like candy.
I want to see a little bit more active play in a week that I give a 10. So I can't go to a 10 for Enzo, but I feel very, very good about Enzo right now. I think that
let's see if my plan worked.
The fact that
Because I decided to bank on Enzo going up to a 9 over Memphis staying at a 7. I think that ended up being a mistake because I think it is more likely that that Memphis stays at 7.
It was just like somebody
but I think there's a chance Memphis goes up to 9. Alright, I think there's a chance Enzo goes up to 9. So I decided to bank on Enzo going up to a 9 because I also felt like he was safer in terms of less of a chance of going down than Memphis is, where I thought Memphis could go down, just turned out he didn't.
Because he is the safest person in the house by far.
Okay, so we can save again.
Everyone loves him, and I think that there is a lot of respect for him, both as a person and as a player, and I think he absolutely could win a jury, which was always my biggest concern for Enzo. So giving him a 9, and that's where I stand. I would love
I
to
hope
see
Brent
Enzo
gives
be a little more, you know, I think what maybe Melissa's looking for, a little more cutthroat, a little more like, if Enzo wins HOH next week, it's like cuts Danny or something fun, or something
Why,
like
though?
more active. And it worked out
Like,
for him.
I don't
I'd
think
love
that's
to
the
give him a
best
10.
move for Enzo.
Maybe I will go up eventually when we
Anyway,
get closer to the end, but
I
for
think
now,
we're gonna
it's a
end
9.
here.
Brent, how do you feel?
Yeah, to be honest, I think I'm gonna go one more episode, just because we're,
Here's a razor that
might as well
works
listen to the rest of the podcast now.
The Gillette Skin Guard. It has a guard between the blades that helps protect skin. The Gillette Skin Guard.
Feel?
Let me just also say to the people in the chat or whoever who are saying like, well, you don't just need to make big moves to be a good player. Like that doesn't make you a good player. It's like, yeah, no, I get that. It's not that I wanted him to make a big move. It was that.
Or should we just
saying,
do it?
We need to
No,
get Danny
fuck it.
out. We've got to do something.
Let's just do
agreeing
it.
with everybody basically and saying like we have to do this, but I don't want to be the one to do it. So can somebody else just like handle this? Like I don't want to like.
Well, again,
put my
that
neck
is
out
the
there and
correct
do it.
move.
And I think that if he had said like, no, I don't want to get rid of Danny. Like I want to keep her around. Like this move is wrong, so I'm not going to do it. That's different than being like, yes, we need to do this.
This is not gonna work.
I didn't have a problem with the fact that he didn't make a big move.
Yeah.
That's not the problem. The problem is that he wanted a move to be a big move to be made. He just didn't want to be the one to do it. He didn't
Because he
want to have
shouldn't
the
be the
guts.
one to
He
make
didn't
it.
have the guts to do it.
It's dumb
He
for him
thought
to
that
make
that
it
would be good for his game.
at
So
that
that's why I'm
early in the
worried
game.
about it.
Yeah, I think
That
that's-
just doesn't
And-
make
And my problem is that like his such amazing position, I feel like this week was a little bit gifted to him by the Tyler stuff, rather than something that he actively did on his own. So that's why I didn't go to a 10.
great.
Yeah, so I feel like the fact that he wanted other people to do his dirty work for him is sort of indicative of the fact that he's in an amazing position because he's literally friends with everybody. So he doesn't want to be the one to do anything. He wants other people to do it because he has too many irons in the fire, which is the reason why I'm also not going to give him a 10. I'm going to give him a 9.
Yes.
I also am very encouraged by his play this week.
Okay, well that fucked up.
But he loves him.
So
The one
Enzo
thing
is
that
going
goes
up to a
through my
9 then.
head is the fact
Unless the
how
public
people
gives him
going
a
to think when
7.
they get to the end of this game and they realize that Enzo's been playing them. Like, he's not the Enzo that they
It's just like,
think
I don't
he
know
is.
why the audience would
He's
go
just playing
down.
really hard. Like,
Hopefully they don't.
betrayed by him. I also feel like it's easier to feel betrayed by the person you at least knew that
Because if they
played
do,
the
that means
game
I make more
rather than
profit from holding Enzo stock than I would have if I held Memphis stock. And Memphis stayed the same.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting point. Who would have thought that we'd be talking about Enzo as like, could the jury be bitter against Enzo for playing them so well? I personally feel like this jury will try their best to not be bitter, especially with somebody like Enzo. But who knows? Enzo can be a little rough around the edges sometimes, so I can see that point for sure. The audience.
Okay, this is not going well. Cool, so Enzo went up.
The audience. So there you go with Enzo going to be a 9 overall. Let's talk Ian. Melissa, how do you feel about Ian?
Yeah, I don't feel so great about Ian. I think that a lot of people are thinking of him as like, yeah, he's expendable. We can just get rid of him.
Okay, I think this is where we're gonna end though.
Not only that, like people who aren't thinking of him that way are thinking like, okay, we gotta get rid of him because he's paired with Nicole.
Next episode we will continue on. Hopefully finish this chapter and I guess get to the final chapter of the game. I'm really debating over whether or not to do the DLCs. I don't want to, if I'm being honest. But I might. We'll see. We might test one out and see how it goes. But either way, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching.